What's the status? What's the thought? How do you see going forward here, rest of this month, into next month, and into the beginning of the spring session?
Well, I think with regard to the military ballots that we are, looking at holding a hearing. We've had discussions with the Senate about holding a joint hearing just to get the information as to what happened, why they were sent out late, and then is there some legislative action that we need to take to correct that, or some other kind of action? And then, what was really the impact? Were there ballots that were returned late that did not get counted because the ballots were sent out late?
Is there? I know that everybody wants these answers, but is there any real need to have it done now rather than December, rather than the spring, or is this is time a factor, or can we take the time to get the answers?
I don't sense that there's really a tremendous amount of urgency for this. The ballots weren't due back, and to be counted until the November 16th. So we at least had to wait for that, again, to make sure that to get the data, we need to know whether there were ballots that were returned late that weren't counted. So I think we have some time to put together a thoughtful hearing, gather the information, gather the witnesses we need, and proceed from there.
The outcome of this could possibly be new legislation. That's going to have to be taken up in the spring anyway.
And it would have to be taken up in the spring if we were going to change legislation. It doesn't seem to me that that's necessary because we have deadlines in the statute already, but we have to figure out what happened.
And this will be the last question for you, who are you hoping to hear from, and since this has already gotten some publicity, have you heard from those people? Have you gotten any kind of feedback about even just the idea?
I have not heard from any of the clerks or any of our folks overseas that were getting those ballots. No one's reached out to me, but when it comes to having very vote count, we want to make sure that they all do, especially for people serving overseas.